It's week 3 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dolphins and the Seahawks coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Someone's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, if you don't take us serious today, we're going to try to extend our winning streak of our own and get back onto this plane and go home with another win under our belt.
Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Ready!
Once again, it's Walker. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Marcus May in on the stop.
Here we go. There we go, son.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run here with Walker. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Play action now. It's Geno. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt, as he's on here to punt this one away. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
Once again, it's Achane.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Tua, gonna give it to Achane. Now a loose football. Well, so much for a nice gain and a good running play. Unable to... Comes out in the defense. Comes off the field with a turnover.
Once the runner breaks through the line of scrimmage, Mike, it's very common to see them carrying the ball with one hand. But as they get further down the field and those defenders close in, you've got to protect it with 2 hands and make sure you secure the ball all the way to the ground.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. Metcalf reels it in on the right side.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 16-yard line.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. On 2nd down, Smith. This one is pulled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! And of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. The question, did he get his hands around the football in the end zone? If he did, it's a touchdown. This one's going to need very close scrutiny.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So, take away the 6 points, and it's ruled an incomplete pass. 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Smith. Got it with Smith and Jigba. The Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Complete to number 11, Jackson Smith and Jigba. 1st and goal at the
From the pistol, Smith. To the goal line and in. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
All right, come on.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's 2. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A 1st down on a gain of 11. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Off play action, it's Tua. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. A play fit. Now Tua to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. 3rd and long. Fake the head. Now, Tua. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. That was some good downhill running to get him about 6 yards and set up a much more manageable 3rd down. 2 minutes remain. 1st half in a 7-0 game. We're back to Seattle after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to sprint him for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did to pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
I'm not sure how many guys grew up wanting to be an NFL fullback. Like, they don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
On the ground is Achane. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards,
and he's into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will level things out at 7 apiece. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. Our next drive getting ready to start, and we'll let you know what's coming up here later tonight. It is a good one. The Chiefs and Falcons in Atlanta. 2nd primetime appearance for the Falcons in the last 2 weeks. Then on Monday, a doubleheader comes your way. It's the Jags and the Bills in Orchard Park. Both the start time, 7:30 Eastern, followed by the Commanders and Bengals. That kicks off at the usual 8:15 starting time.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
This one complete to his tight end, Fant. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Here's Gino. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So, one touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Bryce Young with 2 touchdown passes there.
And
finally, we'll save the biggest for
get
last.
right back
We
to
head
it
to
as we'll
AT&T
get ready
Stadium to see
for
what's
the
happening
third
with
quarter.
the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense. And their running back set to go once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Down the sideline, past the 45. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A big one there to start the second half. An even 40 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Play action. Tagovailoa. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Miami. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got it at about the 8. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Stay right here.
Here's Achane. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. One more time, it's Achane. Powering forward. He's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Sanders here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. On play action, Smith. Near the sideline and caught by Metcalf. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Walker. Second and 7.
Hey, here we go, hey.
They go play action with Smith. That's caught by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First reception for the NFL leader in that category here in the opening month of the season. And it's a 1st down. Off the play fake, Smith taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, different than the college game, these offensive linemen, they're blocking for the run. But if that ball gets pulled, the pass option of the play, they're not allowed downfield. In the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Hey, we go, Salon! Hey, we go, Salon!
From the shotgun, Smith. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run the toss with Walker. He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
Hey, smash, check. Bronco switch.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within 4 at 14-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here's Berrios on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready.
carry here for Jeff Wilson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Here's H.A. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Here's a give to H.A. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. A run up the middle with H.N. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 12.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. To throw on second down, it's Tua. This is caught at the 2. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually...
He's got another one. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are out to a 21-10 lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. A second down throw for Smith. He'll get this complete to Walker. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Throwing on second down. Smith. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. What a connection! He's down inside the 5-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Smith. It is brought in the end zone. Seattle. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Now a bit further back, they're still going to try for two. Back is Smith. That'll be caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Berrios on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
All right, come on. Hey.
They'll run with Aching. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go.
Good save. Go ahead.
On the carry, here's Aching. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now, Aching. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 23-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Dolphins 1st down. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground, and that last run puts him over 200 rushing yards in this game.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down. Back in the backfield. In the area of holding.
Still 1st down.
Ready. Hey. Hey.
Tua. I'll throw left side there. Not going to find the target. Incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Tua. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Seahawks 16. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Ready!
Now, Gino. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And that's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Here's 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They get the victory here away from home to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Paid for this! Like, what was that? Are you kidding me? What are you doing?